Alrighty, hello to anybody who may be watching right now. I can't see the number of total viewers at the moment. Just finishing up getting some stuff set up back here. I'm trying to kind of adjust the camera and all that. If you're watching this and it's not live, go ahead and skip forward like 4 or 5 minutes to get to the real meaty stuff. This is going to be a little bit of a setup period as some people are hopping in. I didn't actually schedule this or anything, so I want to give people a little bit of a chance to realize that, hey, I'm live right now. But the theme of the day is a few things. It's all in the title. You guys already know what it is. Hey there, Chevy 5-Speed. We've got a decent number right here. I'll actually show you guys of GameStop packages. A few stacks there. You can't see quite how much there is. I would say we probably have I don't know, 30 of these mailers, as well as a couple of boxes back there. Then I also have a couple of partial boxes of NBA hoops. These are like 89 and 90 cards that I'm going to be opening up and doing hopefully some Q&A stuff as I do it, because if I'm just opening up cards, it could get a little bit boring, given that there's only one, maybe two cards, I'm pretty sure, in this set that are really worth looking for. That would be the Michael Jordan. And even if you do pull a Michael Jordan, it's not necessarily a guaranteed home run, because if it doesn't grade PSA 10, it's not all that valuable. I'm actually going to turn this light on here as well. But I did figure that if I'm going to be opening up these cards anyway, I might as well do it live. Some of you may be interested in that. And then the others who aren't interested can fire off questions. We can hang out a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be the name of the game today. Maybe I'll intersperse it. Maybe I'll go all GameStop, then all cards. That might make a little bit more sense, so people can tune out if they're just not at all interested. Hey there, Anita. Hey, Maudie. JJ. Pick Flip, good to see you guys. Thanks for hopping in. Chandler is hooked on the channel. Hey, thanks, I appreciate it. Prescott, Retro Repair Kids, Sarah. Thank you guys all for hopping in. So a few questions here. Any new game finds? Yes, there are actually. I'll give you guys a sneak peek since you are here early. This right here, I've got a little bit of a limitation with the cord here, but these are a couple bins of a pretty large trade that I just did, which is going to be in a video probably not for a few weeks from now, but that video is going to be a banger. I'm really excited to show it to you guys. It was one of the best trades that I've done to date. So that all has to get processed today and tomorrow. This is really going to be the last YouTube related thing that I do today. And then it's going to be all processing that, and actually also processing all of this junk right here. So I basically am living in a large garbage bag at this point. But let's get into this stuff right now, shall we? And if you guys have any questions for me at all about business, about YouTube, about my favorite fast food restaurants, let me know. I'm here for it. So the story with all of this stuff is I put in a good number of $100+ orders 2 weeks ago on GameStop, and they did not ship for a long time. Don't really know why. I actually contacted customer service, and because normally they'll be shipping out sometimes that day or the next day, maybe 2 days. But it had been a week. So I contacted them, and they said that, what did they say? They said that there was a glitch on their website and that stuff was showing in stock that wasn't actually in stock. And I was like, that seems a little bit strange. But they did assure me that one of two things would happen. If it gets to 30 days and it's still not fulfilled, then I'll be refunded. Or if they get it in stock, then they'll send it to me. But so what I expected to happen was to have maybe a few games trickle in here and there over the coming weeks and then get refunded for everything else. But what actually happened was the last 3 days, I've gotten tons. Like, it seems like a good chunk of all the stuff that I ordered all at once, which is a little bit odd to me. It seems strange that it would all somehow come into stock all at the same time. But alas, we have the stuff. I'm not complaining yet. We'll see how this stuff turns out. But the first thing we've got, I bought a decent number of copies of Fishing Sim World. Actually, simulator games like Farming Simulator, Fishing Simulator, Train Simulator. I bought a decent number of, all from GameStop. So a good genre to be aware of. All right, let's catch up here a little bit. JJ, would you let me know about bubble mailers you use to send games? I think I have a link in the description to the bulk bubble mailers that I use. It's an affiliate link, helps out the channel. I like to buy bubble mailers in bulk because they are way cheaper. So I'll get like 100 or 500 at a time because I know I'm going to use them. Retro Rick is here. Would you give me a shout out? It would make my year. Nope, sure won't. Just kidding. Shout out to Retro Rick, the single best game hunting channel on the internet. You heard it here first, folks. Well, there's Chase. Let's face it, Chase sucks. Rick, did you actually see? So a few videos back, I had a little clip in my video where I was doing a deal with somebody who said, hey, like, do you watch Retro Rick? And I was like, oh yeah, that guy's a weirdo. He laughed at it. And I had multiple people in the comments call me out saying like, hey, I really like Retro Rick. Why are you saying that? Like, no need to hate. I was like, I thought it was very clear that I was joking, but apparently it wasn't. So I had to, put their minds at rest. What are my thoughts on game prices? It seems COVID is increasing across the nation. I'm guessing what you mean is like projections for game prices. I don't necessarily see them spiking the same way they did in May and June, honestly, again, just because of like public perception. There doesn't seem to be as much fear, as much self-quarantining, things like that there were at the start, whether or not that's right. I don't really see game prices getting back up to that level. However, I would have said in May that by now they probably would have stabilized, and the descent has been much slower than I expected. We might see another little uptick coming in, with Q4, Christmas time, as normally happens. That's my prediction. Okay, we got a few questions for Retro Rick coming in. That's very nice. This right here is Ride on the Xbox One. Looks like I paid $10 for that. Not sure what it's worth. Shipping thing happened. Okay, so I'm not the only one that it has affected. That's good. Well, not good. You just never know with GameStop. Like, they cannot be trusted. Okay, so here we've got a few copies, and these were all, if you don't know, bought on GameStop's like 50% off sale. That's what I always try to look for. I always let the folks in the Discord know when it's happening so that you can pounce and get all these kinds of deals. So here we have a few copies. I'm just checking to make sure that they are complete, and they are all complete. This is really nice. This is pretty rare with DS games. But this is Jake Hunter Detective Story Ghost of the Dusk. 3 complete 3DS games. That's pretty few and far between. You really can't expect that if you're ordering a bunch of 3DS stuff. All right, Retro Repair Kit is starting a challenge, starting with, is that 10 pounds or 10 euros? I'm unfamiliar with the sign. And trading his way all the way up to a PS5. That sounds like a lot of fun. Another Fishing Sim World. One thing that you do have to do with GameStop is take all the price stickers off. I have found, believe it or not, that Amazon buyers don't like when you leave the sticker on and the sticker price is less than what they're paying you. Believe it or not. They get kind of testy about that. Uh-oh, Chase is in here and he heard me bad-mouthing him. Chase, I would never smack talk you behind your back. That is just not something that we do here at Phoenix Resale. Were all these purchases individual? Yes. It wasn't like a cart of one game, but yeah, every single one of these I went in, clicked add to cart a whole lot of times. We have another copy of Ride. We've got Sudden something. Sudden Strike complete collection. And another Ride. All right, only 2 games so far that don't have the original cases. That's pretty sweet. And also, I think I fixed my camera. I downloaded an app for the camera settings, and we'll cross our fingers, but it's looking pretty good so far, I think. Fishing Sim World and our first Switch game, Contra Rogue Corpse. Is this pronounced corpse or core? Probably core. Oh, and there's interesting. This is a first. So we have a GameStop case here, replacement case, and there is, I'm not going to show the code, but there is a code in here, and I also got a little sticker here that says code works. Oh, GameStop. Well, thank you for letting me know. How would you go in and see if the code works without actually redeeming it? That's kind of a new one on me. I'm not going to necessarily trust them with that. I don't even remember buying this. I normally stay away from games that you need codes to actually redeem. I don't know. Oh, Chase unsubscribed from Phoenix Resale. Can't blame you there. Fishing Sim World, 2 copies. All right, here's how I'm going to backpedal and save myself a little bit. I think that Retro Rick is the best game hunting channel. Chase After the Right Price is definitely the best video game reselling channel. So you get your own superlative. Everyone's happy. We're all millennials. We've got to all have our participation trophies, right? So there's your participation trophy, Chase. Could just get GameStop to package them and send them to Amazon for you. Yeah, that'd be nice if I could. I don't think they do that. Oopsies. Okay, I've got a bunch of Switch games falling on me here. I need to remember to check all these to make sure there's not a DS game in the bottom. I have made that mistake before. Okay, so this is a new one. We've got The Long Dark on Xbox One. We've got another colorful Contra Rogue Cores. I've heard this game was bad. Is this game bad? They both, well, okay, so this one has the code in it. This one doesn't. Do you guys know what the code is for? Is it necessary to play the game? Because if so, I might have to return this third one. And then we have AO Tennis 2. All in solid shape. I wish that I could have like some sweet music going on. But I feel like the copywriters would not like that. And just a continuous loop of the YouTube stock music would probably not be the best. So we have a couple more copies of Jake Hunter Ghost of the Dusk. Boom. And another Contra Rogue Core. See, this annoys me that GameStop does this. They'll put these like little like circular stickers on their games, and sometimes they'll actually sell them as new when they're clearly not new. Bothers me. It does have a code in it. I don't know the story on that. Do I like Popeye's chicken and waffles? I've never had it. I like chicken and waffles in general, though. I guess I'm a good Southern boy in that sense here in Kentucky, just south of the Mason-Dixon line. I'm getting roasted in the chat right now. Retro Repair Kid says, Chase, at least you're better than Caleb. You don't need to wear a dinosaur costume while at garage sales. Yeah, I'm just I'm selling my body for views basically at this point. And the saddest thing is it wasn't even very many views. That video totally underperformed. I was heartbroken. Contra again, as well as AO Tennis. And this is a new one, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. This was a pretty solid deal at 50% off, $10 a piece. I think I'll end up getting like 19 after fees on Amazon for this. But Pokemon games sell so quick that like a little less than 100% ROI on that is just dandy for me. Code is for DLC. Okay, that's helpful to know. Seeking advice for game hunting. Do you usually let people know you have a camera on or let it ride? Trying to get better footage. The only time that I really bring up that I'll be filming is like if I'm doing a large local deal and you know, I want to make sure that someone's comfortable with it. Got another copy of Long Dark. This one has a manual in it as well, which the other one didn't. Kind of unfortunate that it's supposed to have a manual. Other than that, like for like small random local deals, I won't really mention it. When I go into pawn shops, I don't really mention it. I think maybe like sometimes most people don't even acknowledge it. I think a lot of people might assume that like maybe you're doing it for like security reasons, like a body cam kind of a thing. I don't really know. Maybe they just don't want to have the conversation. Sometimes people do ask me, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? And I'll always let them know. Especially people like I did a local deal with someone recently who apparently used to watch a lot of Rean Bean. So he just asked me immediately, hey, like, do you have a channel? What is it? He was interested. I don't think he follows the field a lot more anymore. Sincere question. What games have the lowest return rate from GameStop when selling them on Amazon? I would say I almost never, as I'm thinking about it, I almost never get returns on DS games. Like those would probably be the lowest. And also I was worried about the cartridge-based ones that I was sending in. Have gotten almost no returns on those either. Easily the worst offenders, Wii U, Xbox 360. And then second tier would be PS3. Xbox One and PS4 don't tend to be all that bad for me, but I've honestly, you'll notice in these hauls that I'm doing, I don't buy nearly as many Xbox 360 and Wii U games anymore because the number of returns that I had on like Minecraft 360, I seriously bought like 47 copies of that game. I might have had like half of like maybe 20 get returned. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I stay away from those. I've had so many copies of Mario and Luigi Bros. U get returned. It's been really sad. So yeah, like I said, stay away from those. I don't know if it has to do with how they resurface them that causes a lot of them to stop working. But yeah. Oh, Switch. I don't know if I can even think of a Switch game that I've had returned either. So I'm pretty bullish on cartridge-based ones. I would guess it probably does have to do with their resurfacing method. You ever thought about reusing those bubble mailers? I have, Big Jim. The reason I don't is most of them end up pretty dirty. And so the clean ones I will sometimes reuse, but almost like you can kind of see on this one, like there's just dirt kind of caked on there. And I don't really want to send that to a customer. So that's the reason. In most cases, I don't, although I do reuse all of the boxes. Got another DS copy of Jake Hunter, Ghost of the Dusk. I've never played that game. Anyone ever played that? Looks like almost like a Phoenix Wright-esque kind of a feel. At least a few other people like my dinosaur video. Okay, well, this, I guess, is the exception that proves the rule. I did get a few copies, I do remember, of this one. Wow, this one is flawless, so either it came in flawless or they have resurfaced it. I don't know why I'm smelling it. Maybe, can you smell the resurfacing on something like this? What do you think? This is, by the way, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 on the Xbox 360. Thought it looked like a pretty decent ROI on that, and someone gave me the tip in my last live that some Harry Potter games are actually kind of spiked right now, so that's why I picked that up. I can sell that hoodie for about $100, can I? I think I only paid like 50 or 60 for it, and I think my mom only paid 50 or 60 for it and gave it to me for my birthday. I don't think it was that expensive. Although I will say that recently I've definitely become more of a believer in buying really high quality clothes, buying fewer but nicer clothes. That's very interesting. So I really want to see the invoice for that, and it's in a pile. I'll never find it. Why I say it's interesting is I have one copy of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and one copy of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I don't remember buying both. I'm pretty sure I only bought copies of Monster Hunter 4. I'm gonna have to look and see. I'm gonna go onto Amazon right now and see if you guys know off the top of your head which one is more valuable. Then let me know. But I'm gonna search it here, and if Monster Hunter 3 is more valuable, then that's fine. 3 Ultimate 3DS. Looks like, okay, that's 4. Why are you coming up with 4? See, this bothers me. Sometimes when I search stuff, it'll only come up with the PAL version. So I'm just going to search it on eBay. Monster Hunter 3 3DS. Cartridge only. Let's look at solds. Ooh. Yikes. Looks like even with the case, it's going for $10 shipped. That is not what you want to see. So I'm going to have to put this one in the naughty pile aside. Not what I ordered. The thing is, sometimes I have found when I return stuff in store to GameStop, sometimes they will refund me like the full amount, like not the sale price that I paid. Or at least that's what comes out on the receipts. I need to go back into my statement history and see if that is actually the amount that goes back into my account. Don't necessarily recommend that as a form of arbitrage because if you do it too much, they will catch on. Got 5 of them in this package. Just started reselling up there in Canada. Congratulations. Did you guys have many yard sales up there? Got a couple copies of Sudden Strike 4. A couple copies of Monster Hunter 4, which is what I was actually supposed to get. And another copy of AO Tennis. Gosh, it bothers me when I open a case up and a little piece of plastic falls out. Ship your games nicer, GameStop. Whoa. What are you looking at when you are looking at a deal? What makes you pull the trigger? Is it based on how fast it sells or simply value? The answer is yes, definitely to both. I'm willing to accept lower margins if it's a faster selling game. So if it only sells like once or maybe a few times, ooh, this is a nice little surprise here. Once a month up to 6 or so times a month based on the sales rank, I will, I almost always really like to double up or better. If it's something that I think will sell the week that it hits the warehouse, almost certainly, I'll go down to as low as like 50% ROI. If it's a game that's just really highly sought after, not usually on online arbitrage because there's too high of a percentage chance that it'll end up being an acceptable condition. And those, you can almost never guarantee are going to sell really fast. But for example, in like pawn shops and video game stores, if I'm looking at something that I know I can sell in very good condition, it's very likely that I'm willing, like just on this last trip, I just bought a couple of $100 2DS XLs that I'll only be able to get 150 for. But because I do have the cash and it's very little work, like putting in, 10 or 20 minutes of work for a $50 return that is guaranteed, and those things were in really nice shape, is just fine with me. So hopefully that helps to answer that question. If you haven't liked the video yet, I see we have 81 folks watching and 13 likes. That would make that, if you want to see me blush, smash that like button. Helmet. I got 3 copies of Helmet on the Switch, and they're all sealed. These I definitely bought. Yeah, you can see the sticker here, pre-owned condition. But every once in a while, GameStop just throws you the nicest of curveballs. So these 3 brand new copies is, let's see if it sells for much more in new condition. I'm kind of curious. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of a nice bump. Yeah, it looks like it does. Ooh, I don't know. What did I pay for these? Were these I hope these were $5 a piece. Looks like in used condition, I would get 11 after fees, and in new condition, I'll get 14. So I'm hoping that these didn't start out as $15, because that would mean I paid $7.50 or almost $8 after tax, which would not be a good deal. Not bad for new condition, but I wasn't banking on that. Picking up Remothered on the PS4. Seems to be a limited print run. Are you seeing any garage sales? Oh, shoot. I missed a question from Chevy 5-Speed. Do you test each game before I sell them? Nope. I try to look at them and inspect them at least, especially if it's an Xbox 360 or a Wii U game. So we have a nice complete. Well, is it complete? It doesn't feel complete. At least an in-box copy. Not even the original box, because it's a 3DS game, but another Pokemon Gates to Infinity. Yeah, if it's an older system game, I'll try to at least inspect the disc. Otherwise, no, I do not. I don't have time to test all these games. There are probably other people who do, but given that I'm kind of a one-man show and trying to maximize my time, I just accept maybe I'll get a few more returns, especially when I buy freaking 47 copies of a bad 360 game. Okay, so here's another one. Harry Potter Deathly Hallows on the Xbox 360. Was this a library copy? What in the world? Yeah. Warren Newport Public Library. I've seen it all. And yeah, this is definitely way too clean to be a library copy. They have resurfaced this for sure. Well, there are a couple small scratches. Ooh. This makes me kind of nervous. There's a little bit of like a different hue. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. So this is very faint, but if you see right here, there's a little bit of, it looks like a wave of like lighter material there. I don't know if that's signifying disc rot or something else, but I may have to throw this in my need to test pile because I do not trust that. So that's a perfect example. I will test this game, won't test this one. Just based on prior experience. That's just something that I've learned over time. Yeah, we still have a few garage sales here and there. Depends on the weekend. Oh, is that Taylor? Kentucky Yay? Haven't been to, I didn't go to any last weekend. It was kind of cold. And also I was like doing some other stuff. Any update on my Shadowless Charizard? Not yet. I wish. I've gotten a couple update emails from PSA, but I haven't gotten any that it has shipped back to me yet. So still waiting on that. From what I hear, it may still be like a solid few weeks. I should have just paid the extra $20 or so to get it here faster, but whatever. All right, so this is a copy of Bladestorm Nightmare on the Xbox One with a nice banged up unoriginal case. Yuck. How do I post/mail PlayStation Move controllers? I always ship mine into Amazon, and I will like bubble wrap them and then put them in a poly mailer. Another Harry Potter Deathly Hallows. This one looks fine. And at least this one has an actual 360 case. Cecilia says, please make an OnlyFans. You guys didn't know, that's actually my secret side hustle, my OnlyFans account. Makes me way more money than YouTube does, I'll tell you that. AO Tennis on the Switch. 6-year-old son Jackson loves your videos and wants to go thrifting with me because of it. Hey there, Jackson. And Ryan Patrick. Thanks for tuning in. I've heard of a few younglings that have been getting a little bit thrifty after watching my videos. That's always fun to hear. My question is, what got you to resale? That's a good question. So here I have another one of these guys, Contra, and another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, incomplete. Have yet to get a complete one of those. What got me into resale was a couple years back, was sitting around like a bum in a job that I didn't like. I was fine with it. I was doing my best to like be as content as I could because it was a lot better than some other jobs that I've had. In reality, it still was far from ideal. This is another copy of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And I was thinking to myself, all right, my lovely wife is starting law school. I'm going to have a decent amount of free time while she's, at home doing homework and stuff. It'd be nice to have some sort of a side hustle that could potentially pay, a solid like part-time salary, would be flexible, and that maybe one day I could even build into a full-time business. I've never been, like, sometimes I'll hear entrepreneurs talk about like how they've always had like that entrepreneur gene. I don't think I necessarily have that. I think for me, it was a lot more of like a pragmatic thing and what aligned most with my goals, and sorry, I'm looking at these and not even telling you guys. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity, and also another Jake, Ghost Hunter, Dust, whatever. So I was noticing, like, in my early to mid 20s, I had, which I'm still in, by the way, I had a really embarrassing number of jobs. Like, went through them really quickly, just trying to find like what exactly I wanted to do. I didn't mean to like have so many, but I want to say since I turned 20, I've maybe had like 8 or something like that, and I'm 26 now, which is crazy. And so all that to say, was looking for a side hustle, stumbled upon some other YouTube channels. The first ones were Reezy Resells and Gary V, which sort of just alerted me to the fact. So this is a new one, Hunt Showdown on Xbox, alerted me to the fact that this side hustle, this form of earning income, is actually possible. I really didn't. My eyes were not open to that beforehand, but watching their channels made me realize, I don't think these guys like have all that many more resources or tools than I do. I don't think they're all that much smarter than me. Like, I think that I could do this. So I started doing more research and found more channels, like the big garage sailing channels, Garage Flips, Cincinnati Picker, also Chase's channel a little bit later, which really just like solidified that. So a couple falls ago, I started flipping stuff from garage sales. I actually started with selling books from thrift stores on Amazon, and the rest is history. Another AO Tennis here. Ralph says, your Switch trade idea is now being picked up by other YouTubers. He gave Chase the credit, SMH. Yeah, I watched that video today, Collector's Luck. He's a really cool dude. I don't think he meant anything by it. But that's actually 3 YouTubers now who have taken that idea. 2 of them gave credit to Chase and 1 gave credit to nobody. But I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. It's totally fine. No, in reality, I mean, people are doing the best they can and giving credit where they get the idea. Chase has a much bigger following than me. So kind of makes sense. Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. Trying to get this out here. Hello? Yeah, this, you can even see the resurfacing marks on this one. So I have no doubt that their resurfacing techniques or machines or whatever are actually really damaging their discs. Or maybe they've just been retraded in so many times. I know you can only resurface a disc so many times before it won't work anymore. Honestly, as I'm sort of articulating this in this video, I'm seriously considering just not buying Wii U or Xbox 360 anymore. I'll probably send these in, see how many returns I get on this like more limited batch, but I'm leaning towards just not doing that anymore because it's just not worth it. Foster the Picker, what's up? Thanks for hopping in here. PSA is currently 6 to 7 months out on orders. Oh, Chris, don't tell me. Don't tell me that, Chris. I can't take the suspense. It'll probably be worse because this is my first order ever. So I'm sure they're not going to give me priority. That sucks. I hope that like the hype hasn't totally died by then. Ride 3. Because I'm definitely trying to sell that Zard. No mistake about it. This, I think, might have, what is this? Oh, this is Amazon. What might be in here? I don't know where my box cutter is. Should I just use my teeth? Have any advice on sourcing PS4 games and consoles as well as Xbox One with the new console coming out? Seems like a little volatile market. The truth is, I actually the other day, yesterday, went out sourcing a bunch of pawn shops, ended up making a couple TikToks about stuff that I was finding. Had a bunch of, like, I'm sure 12-year-olds that were commenting saying that, like, you're not going to be able to sell those Xbox or, like, PS1 games with the new, or PS4 games with the new console coming out. Which, you know, those games I've literally sold dozens, hundreds of in the last year. So to answer your question, I don't see any like sharp decline in prices. I think the decline will be much more gradual. So if you're like looking at an item, considering buying it, I wouldn't be all that skeptical of the comps. I don't think when the new system comes out, there are enough people in the market that are price sensitive that aren't like immediately going to get the PS5. There's going to be plenty of demand still for PS4 games and Xbox One games for the foreseeable future. Don't get me wrong, there will be a gradual downward trend. It's not the most recent console anymore, but for the same reason that a whole bunch of PS3 and Xbox 360 and Wii games still hold value, people still want them, they still have those systems. The same is going to be true of PS4 and Xbox One. So don't completely despair. Oh, speak of the freaking devil. These are a couple returns from Amazon. Guess what they are? Minecraft Bloody 360. So let's actually, this is going to be interesting. Let's take a look at these discs and see what they look like. I'm really glad that I opened this on camera. Yeah, this probably won't show up on camera, but you definitely can see the brush strokes from the machine when the light hits it right. And I can't see through the disc at all. That's another like kind of telltale sign. If you hold it up to the light and there's like some light kind of peeking through, that's another sign that it probably has been resurfaced too many times. Pretty safe to say that this one has. I don't know. Maybe I'll still test it. I am so bad about testing discs that I need to test. I just feel like it's such a pain because you got to put them in, and then if they don't work, you resurface them, you put them in again, they still don't work. It's like, you know, you just wasted 15 minutes. Okay. Last box here of the video game stack, and then I'm going to start opening up these cards and see if I can pull out any Jordans. Maybe send those eventually into PSA along with some other Pokemon cards. Thought about making a video just dedicated to that, but I figured it would just be too boring. So I'm going to do it here on the live instead. Didn't Retro Rick do the switch flip? Yep, Retro Rick did. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, for the record, both Retro Rick gave me credit in a later video when he realized his mistake, and Chase gave me credit from the beginning. So it's not that it's not that Chase took that idea and ran with it and is trying to steal the credit. Everyone else just like either like maybe they forgot that part of the video or they didn't watch that exact video and they like assumed that it was his idea. Chase has had nothing but the best of intentions throughout. I mean, how could he not? He's the best video game resale channel on the internet, as I've been saying all along. Sorry, folks, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. I'm trying to multitask here and awkwardly use this pair of scissors as a box cutter. Can I use the Switch idea for my next video? I'll give you full credit. Yeah, pick flip, you can use it whether or not you give me credit. I do not own that idea. I'm sure there have been other people not on YouTube who have done that a million times before me. It's not trademarked. Go for it. I've had a lot of success with it. All right, here's our tidy little stack from this last box. Monster Hunter 4. Monster Hunter 4. Sudden Strike Complete Collection ×3. As well as AO Tennis. I was surprised this actually sells decent. I think the sales rank was like 17K or something. Oh, Junior. Hey, don't say that about my man Collector's Luck. He seems like a cool guy. Have over 500 cards with them. I think the Charizard will get a PSA grade 6 or 7 because it seems like there was a lot of wear and white spots on the edges. Yes, there definitely was. I'm only predicting really like a 3 or 4 on it, to be honest. I'd be happy with a 4. I did not think it was in very good shape at all. It was very clearly played. If it came back a 6, I'd be thrilled because recently a PSA 1 sold for $1,100 in that card. So as long as the hype holds somewhat, and I don't think it'll tank because that's like one of the classic cards. I think I'm looking at bare minimum like, you know, $1,200 or $1,300 for that card. And possibly more, depending on what it grades as. So obviously you start seeing a lot more of a spike when you get up to 7, 8, 9, 10, but you know, I'll take what I can get. How can I get ungated in Harry Potter games? I don't know. I never had to. Didn't really realize that it was. But you could buy, like you could get an invoice from like an electronics distributor and buy Warner Brothers games. I'm guessing that is the brand that's gated. So that would be my biggest advice on that. 100 people watching right now. That is a personal milestone for me. Thank you guys so much for being here. That means a lot. I'm going to start opening up these packs. If you haven't liked the video, definitely smash that like button. And in a future video, if you hit the notification bell and know when I'm going live, maybe for content, I will eat one of these packs. Just straight up down the hatch. I could see myself doing that, honestly. Oh man. Yeah, I'm very cheap when it comes to views. All right, so a bit of the question with these hoops packs, again, what I'm looking for is Jordans. I've got my handy dandy. I finally actually ordered some official top loaders and like penny sleeves. So I'm going to be treating these things right. You guys would be so ashamed of me how I sent in my Charizard. It was in like a little 2x4 Ziploc baggie that was tucked into like a plastic ID badge holder that you would like wear on your necklace. It was like the jankiest thing in the world. I was like, okay, this thing is not getting a 9 or 10. Like, it's not going to get all that much more damage. Like, so I didn't like obsess over it, but it was like, it looked pretty redneck. Let's just say that. I would expedite the Zard. Yeah, I don't think I can anymore, Foster. Do I sell all the singles for the sports cards? No. I would just lot these, everything that I get in here that is like just bulk, that's not a Michael Jordan, I'm just going to lot up on eBay. Kurt, Charles Oakley. I want to say that like Magic Johnson is maybe worth a little bit in here. Charles Barkley, I know him from Space Jam. And also the commercials he's in and stuff. Have a large amount of Wii U and 3DS sealed games from Walmart and Meijer clearances. That's awesome. Would you say sell them now or wait to see if prices go up like crazy? In the short run, Movie J, I don't think that they're going to go up like crazy. I am always a quick nickel rather than slow dime kind of a guy. There's plenty of supply still of sealed 3DS and Wii U games. If you were looking to sit on them, like for long-term growth, it would be long-term. We're talking like 5 to 10 years at least. So if it was me, I'd flip them now, especially given that we're going into holiday season and a lot of people still play those consoles. Like, now's a good time. Meijer arbitrage. I need to think more about that. Clyde, Xavier, Brad, Terry. Oh, hey, Magic. Wait. Oh, no, that's the Orlando Magic. I got excited there. I just need to go through these super fast. Oh, shoot. What happened? All the resellers are connected, eh? Yes, we are. We are one large network. We're like a hive of bees. Fred Roberts, Charles Barkley, especially the like video game collector and resale, like reseller hunter kind of niche is like a pretty small pond. So it's not hard to know most of the serious players. And also, if your name is Phoenix Resale, to pretend to be one yourself. Nixon Franta just subbed. Thank you so much. That makes me feel like, you know, doing this live actually helps my channel. Brad Sellers. Okay, one thing I don't get about these packs is that like some are upside down. Like one card was one way and the others were all another way. If I was an actual professional at this, rather than like awkwardly trying to do this like almost behind my back, I would have another camera that's like top down and I would have like my face in the corner like the streamers do, but that ain't me. One slight concern that I had with these cards that wasn't like a real concern, a concern that some people had expressed when they saw my video, is that they may be resealed. So I should like check and look at the glue and everything on the packs. I'm not honest. I don't really share that concern, mostly because he charged me $20 for the whole massive lot. Like, if you were going to go to the trouble of resealing all of these packs, you wouldn't just sell them to someone for $20. You would try to get more than that. So I don't really think that was his game. I think he was just trying to clear out a closet. And I don't think that these are resealed. But I guess, like, if we go through all of these and don't find any Jordans, then, like, maybe. Hey, Thrift School's in the house. Trying to buy a bunch of games on GameStop online at the moment. Fun time stuck on hold because it was saying my gift card was not working. Yeah, so you probably weren't here in the beginning. I was actually talking about that all of these games were on hold for like a solid 2 weeks. It wasn't gift card issues for me. They were saying that they were out of stock and that they would wait until they got them back in stock and then send them to me. But they ended up, after 2 weeks, just sending them all at once. So I don't think that was entirely true. It may also happen for you, Jesse. I don't really know. GameStop is as GameStop is. Which Charizard is it? Yeah, it was the Shadowless non-first edition base set Charizard. So real, like the second best one that you could possibly find, basically. If it had been first edition, I'd be freaking retiring. Expansion draft choice. Scott Brooks, Billy Tompey. We're losing, folks. Not as many people interested in the card openings. I don't blame them, honestly. I don't think I would tune in to watch this necessarily. That's why I kind of wanted to have the Q&A simultaneously. Update on the stolen items from my friend's car. There isn't really an update. Still stolen. Nothing has really come back, like with the police report or anything. Haven't heard back on any insurance claims. Joel Larry Bird. I know him. By the way, if I'm flipping through these and I manage to miss a Jordan, will you guys let me know? I was one time watching, do you guys ever watch like video game streamers? I was one time watching this streamer who was playing through Pokemon Silver, I think it was, or maybe Soul Silver, but was only using shinies. So like he had to reset the game like anytime he wanted to catch a Pokemon, just reset until he got a shiny for every one. And he accidentally, like he was talking about something, kind of his mind was going, and he found a shiny on one of his resets, and he just didn't even look at it and reset the game, and his whole chat was like, no, you missed it. 1 in like 18,000 chance or whatever it ended up being. I think it took him like, how many hours did it take to beat that game? I can't remember. Over 100, I'm pretty sure. Come on, Jordy. I know you're in here somewhere. $100 card. The reason that I didn't sell these boxes, like just as boxes, is that they weren't complete. They're supposed to have like 30 or something packs, 36 packs in them, and they didn't. So I was like, I'll just open them up. Whoa. And nothing. Is there like a faster way to sort through these? Akeem Olajuwon. Leonardo says he got a Charizard. Yes, not in this pack opening. I found one at a yard sale, like in early August. Base set Shadowless Charizard. And fun fact, that video at the time got like maybe 2,000 views. Now it's up to 10K because of the crazy hype around Pokemon stuff, which is actually maybe my second most viewed video at this point. Nothing. You need to dress like a turkey and go out and source. I'm not going to do another costume video for a while. Like maybe for 10K, but I might just do something else that like actually has more likelihood to get better views. Got to give the people what they want, you know? Gosh, these cards are like so flimsy. Just so low quality. 3 out of 10 would not recommend. What do you do with cases/manuals if you have the game that is ruined? Do you try and sell it or wait for another copy? That all depends. In general, I don't keep cases, like empty cases. Reason being, it just takes up too much space. I know that there are a lot of people, especially with like, well, more space than I have, or with video game stores or whatever, that do keep cases. Right now, I have one over there that's like a Pokemon Black 2 case. That's a game that I find fairly often, you know, that its value would be enhanced by having the case. So I'm keeping that one. So if it's a really, I guess the answer is if it's a really high value game that I find fairly often, then yes, I'll keep the case. Otherwise, I usually don't try to sell it unless, yeah, I rarely sell cases on their own. If it's not a very valuable game, I'll just strip it and keep the case like as an empty. Pick Flip, yeah, you can absolutely join the Hive. It is not a gated community. I want to say I've seen one or two of your videos. I can't recall at the moment. I will say that like one thing that has been really deeply fascinating me over the last, I would say 3 months or so has been like how successful YouTube channels grow. Like what separates channels that are like relatively stagnant from the ones that like grow really well over time. I've pretty much become a disciple of Mr. Beast. He's the fastest growing YouTuber of all time. Everyone thinks he's going to overtake PewDiePie as the largest YouTuber ever. And some have even speculated that he will be the first YouTube billionaire, YouTube creator billionaire. I don't know anything about that. That seems like kind of a long shot, but the dude knows how to make a good video, man. And I just think that like resale content has a long way to go before it really like reaches maturity. A lot of people put out like very samey kinds of stuff. I'm thinking a lot about how to try to like push the boundaries of the genre. Create content that like people want but don't know they want because it doesn't exist yet. I think there's a lot of opportunity. Keep your eyes on Phoenix Resale, folks. It's impossible to say what's actually going to happen in the future, but all I can say is I'm thinking a lot about it. Going on record here, I would never say this in like an actual like video upload, but on a live, I feel a little bit more loose-lipped, I guess. Keep one eye on Phoenix Resale, folks. Got big dreams. Of course, who doesn't have big dreams? Big dreams are a dime a dozen. Big execution, that's where the good is separated from the great. So it's all talk until that happens. PogChamp. Wait, this isn't Twitch. That's a funny comment. I don't know if I know what PogChamp means. I just know that it's a Twitch thing. Oh, dang, I'm really behind. Shadowless Charizard, like a PSA 6 or 7, is $5,000. What? That's crazy. I had no idea. What's your favorite original Xbox game? Mine's Panzer Dragoon. I've heard really good things about that. I don't know if I've ever played a single original Xbox game in my life, and I don't really plan on it. My console preferences are Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. I don't really see a whole lot of merit with Xbox over those other two. You can hate me. You can hate me in the comments. Wait. Okay, did I miss? I missed a Michael Jordan. Okay, hold up. Let's go back. See, if I didn't have you, well, okay, granted, if I didn't have you guys here, I also probably wouldn't have missed the Michael Jordan. But I'm really glad you guys let me know. Charles Barkley, blah, blah, blah. See, you get me talking about YouTube growth, and I'll just go off into a different world. See if I can find him here. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for the right thing. Maybe he's like really actually hidden. How far back was it, people? I've been neglecting the chat. Well, at least now we know that the packs are not... This feels really far back. Packs are not re-glued because they definitely would have taken that guy out. So I feel good about the ones that I've already sold complete boxes on eBay. What in the world? Where is he? Are you guys trolling me? Was he upside? What's the deal? I need help. Another one in the stack, possibly. Five minutes ago? Oh my gosh. I'm the worst pack opener in the world. I just like cruised on past him. Jordan, where are you? I'm a fraud. Was it like my third pack or what happened? I need to start just like tossing the ones that, well, no, because then he would just end up in the garbage, wouldn't he? An all-star card? Oh, I haven't been looking for an all-star card. Dang it. Okay, someone else confirm. Third to fifth pack? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to look a little bit closer at these. Look at the actual faces. Come on, Jordan. All right, this is the last stack right here. This is all that I have gone through. You guys look at the backs as I'm looking at the fronts. And maybe we'll find them together. Dennis, Mike, Clyde, Brad. I wonder how much the chat is actually like delayed. Akeem, Fred, Charles, David, Scott, Clyde. It was a Bulls card? Okay. I am not seeing it. Where is he? You guys have got to be trolling me. This is crazy. How can I not find this Jordan for the second time that everybody else saw? Saw a Bulls card in that last stack. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back through that way. This is bad. Mark Price. So theoretically, it should be like somewhere in here. Clippers, Bullets. See, Bullets is different than Bulls, but they're the same color. Rockets, Nets, Bulls, Charles Davis. That's not Jordan. You know what these remind me of is NBA Jam on the SNES. That game was a banger. Okay, 76ers, Knicks, Nets, Rockets, Celtics. I'm trying to like switch up how I'm looking at these things. Kings, Irving Johnson, Warriors, Nuggets, Timberwolves. People. There's a Bulls card. No. John Paxson. Who likes that guy? Not me. Dude, I'm trying to find it. Hey there, Henry. All right, folks. If you have any other questions, oh, I thought this was it. Have any other questions for me, feel free to ask because I'm desperately trying to find this. Craig Hodges looks kind of like Jordan, and he's number 22. Akeem, Sam, blah, blah, blah. People, are you sure? This is my second time back through these. Phil Jackson, Bulls coach. I saw him in the doc. There he is. I don't know if this version is actually worth anything. 89 All-Star Game, Michael Jordan. I'm gonna keep it and sleeve it either way. I want to say the one that we're actually looking for is like the regular Bulls Jordan, but who knows? Yes, it was in fact the All-Star card. Got that right. Okay, so we've got it in the penny. And all this other trash is going to go back here, whoops, onto the table of no return. Folks, if you don't subscribe to Phoenix Resale for Caleb, at least do it for MJ. I mean, come on, look at this guy. What do you guys think? Greatest of all time, question mark? I think it's hard to argue that he's not at least a like top 5 contender. What's my favorite Pokemon, by the way? Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl all the freaking way. I've got a plush of him over there. He's just the perfect blend of cute and fearsome. All right, so we've got this Jordan sleeved up right. Who knows? He may be worth $2, but by golly, he's in his sleeve. That's what I get for not paying attention. It's worth more money if graded. Yeah, we'll probably get these graded at some point. You and the popular video games reseller should make a group chat if you haven't already. Makes it easier to collaborate with each other. Good idea. Walter Todd. You know, this was probably my downfall from the beginning. Looking at these things in the camera rather than like actually in person, but I feel like it's the only way to make it more engaging. Do I like Tomb Raider games? I've never played one, so I can't say for sure. Going to give away a new consoles. Ryan, it's interesting that you asked that. I'm going to leave it at that for now, but it's interesting that you asked that. Adrian Dantley, give me Chicago Bulls. Rockets. Right now, I'm playing Melee on GameCube. Want to get it for Switch or Ultimate? I don't know, man. A lot of people say that Melee is the best Smash ever. I don't. It might be a tie for me. Like, Melee and Ultimate are so different, but like so good in different ways. Like, I'd probably say like overall more fun to play for me is Ultimate, just because like if you're playing someone who actually knows how to play Melee and they're good, like it's not fun. And if you are like decent and you're playing someone, like it's just easier to have fun with people with various skill levels in Ultimate to me. Bullets. Will Purdue. No one likes him. No. Someone's saying that the Jordan isn't worth anything. Another Bullets card. Man, those things are faking me out every time. What's my favorite NFL sports team? Chicago Bears, but I'm not an NFL guy. I'm just from Chicago, so it's kind of my go-to. Will Purdue leaves chat. That'd be so funny if a former NBA player was for some reason in this live stream watching me open up these cards, like just desperately looking for themselves, hoping to catch a glimpse of themselves on a card and see my reaction, and then I just like roast them. I'd feel really bad if that was the case. Say I had Polyrath as well as a similar evolutions and wanted to send it to you. Would that be a possibility? Yeah, it's always a possibility. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I can let you know where to send it. I appreciate the thought. That's really considerate. I mostly look for Poliwhirl stuff. Polyrath like is definitely even fiercer, but is not quite as cute. That's the thing. And if anybody finds a large Poliwhirl plush anywhere, I will buy it from you. The one that I have right now is like this big, and I want a big one. Pick Flip, let's go. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I don't get too many of those, so that just yeah, makes me feel really good. Thank you. Shout out to Pick Flip. Go check out his channel if you have not already. And also, if I have gotten a Jordan in this time and I was not looking at it, please let me know. Skipped Isaiah Thomas 2-3 packs ago. He must be worth something. I have no idea. PSA 10 of the Jordan All-Star is about 75 to 85 bucks. Let's go, Chris. Thanks for letting me know. Buy a Poke pack and unbox it with these 5 bones, please. Also, critique my YouTube page, LOL, you rock. All right, Pickflip, I will check it out later and give you some feedback. And also, I may have a Pokemon pack that I could unbox right now. Let me actually text my wife and see if she can bring me one. I think I have some Burning Shadows. So thank you very much for that super chat again, and she's gonna hopefully bring it in here, and maybe we'll see if we get that shiny Charizard. That'd be so sad if I actually sold that pack unopened and there was a shiny Charizard in it. Crazy to think that 15 to 20 years ago, I was big into card collection when no one cared at all. I'm watching these resellers open up early 90s cards. couldn't give away his shows. Yeah, a lot of the era that people call junk wax, which is like late 80s, early 90s, is actually going for some money online. Boy, this is getting so long. What is the temperature there? 60s, I think. Real nice. Would you rather meet Will Perdue or my childhood stalker? Oh my gosh, that would be awful. Will Perdue for sure. I don't. Do most people have childhood stalkers? Is that like another child or like a predator? I don't know. I don't know about that question. Foster the Picker, thank you so much. Use this to get it graded when you get it. Oh, are you talking about the Charizard? That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, hopefully we'll have that coming in here soon. If she gets that message. Yeah, thank you for the support. That really means a lot. Definitely check out Foster the Picker's channel. I just watched a couple of videos on there yesterday. So also in the flipping realm. Are those Topps Ultra Pro Upper Deck? They are Topps. They're NBA hoops. What are they? Official NBA basketball card. I don't know. Does anyone know if these are Topps or not? I thought they were. These are 89 NBA hoops basketball cards. Okay, nothing there. Hey, thanks for the additional super chat very much, Pick Flip. That means a lot. Remember, on Christmas Day 2015, I packed a Roaring Skies full art Shaman EX worth $80 and kept it. Now it's worth $10. Rest in peace. Yeah, those reprints will really get you. John Paxi. What's that last one? Nope. Awesome channel. Watch you all the time and chase after the right price. Thanks so much, Pokemart. I appreciate that. A long time ago, I got a whole binder collection of 90s baseball, basketball, and football cards. I have 20 plus binders, but really huge binders with lots of cards. That's awesome. Maybe some valuable ones in there. I wish I could help a little bit more with that, but I am worthless. Could be another child. Could be a creepy neighbor. Could be Will Perdue as a stalker. I would definitely meet Will Perdue. He's probably a great guy. Favorite console of all time, the Switch. Sorry to be a total normie and say like the most popular console now. But dude, I just got the Breath of the Wild expansion pack last night. The expansion pack to my favorite game of all time. It's been so freaking fun, man. I was playing it as I was getting my car's oil changed today. Bob Hansen. Come on, Jordan. This definitely would be a lot easier if I had that top. What if I like held the camera in my mouth and like there's got to be a good way to do this. What's the best way to sell cards you would recommend? Any decent ones here I'm going to try to get graded and then sell them on eBay. This guy just passed by Magic the Johnson. Just passed by Magic Johnson. He's chopped liver. Is Magic Johnson worth anything? And also, is his first name Frank? I've only heard him referred to as Magic, or is his actual first name Magic? Because we've got Frank Johnson, who is on Magic. I don't know. I'm going to put him aside, just in case. Steve Johnson on the Timberwolves. Is he worth anything? Somebody let me know. I'm so worthless trying to multitask with the chat and opening cards at the same time. Hey, you got it? Yay! Thank you. All right, folks, we got the see. This is the real gem right now. She brought me a ton of them. I don't want to open all of these because I think they have some decent value. But let's face it. You gave me $5 twice, so we got to do at least 2 of them, right? See, this is the trouble with Pokemon cards, man. It's probably going to be too, like, I feel like I'm going to be letting you down if it's a couple regular rares. It's so addicting, though. Okay, let's do this one pack that's on the table, and then we'll do the Burning Shadows packs. I could not care less about basketball. I'm just going to go through these really quick. But I care a lot about Pokemon cards. The only ones that I really collect, and if any of you guys have these cards, let me know, because I will trade with you for them with like some solid, like decent value full arts that I have right now is Legendary Collection Reverse Holos. The ones that looks like fireworks. Those are the only ones that I really collect. I have like 9 of them. Such beautiful cards. Let me know if you have them. I'll trade you for them. I might just buy them. Reach out on Instagram if you do. Let's catch up with the chat. I've never played Uncharted. Never met anyone famous, really. I do the exact same hustle. Are you going to try a PS5 trade on Facebook Marketplace? I'm going to do something with a PS5. I'll tell you that. I'm going to do something. 90 stuff not worth much unless it's graded. Card prices are very sensitive to condition. Yeah, that's very true. See, I should have turned that down sooner. Have any recommendation of places to buy stuff? Yeah, if you're just starting off reselling, thrift stores, yard sales. I do pawn shops a lot. That's a little bit tougher when you're just starting out. Thrift stores and yard sales are the biggest, I think, easiest places when you're just starting out, as well as your own house. Start out selling stuff that you already have, and friends and family. Ask them, just say, hey, I am your Goodwill now. You know, donate stuff to me and I'll try to sell it. All right, so here is the pack. I think I did the pack trick right. This is the first Burning Shadows. Bouffalant, Olivia, Kiawe. I had a friend that built a fire deck based on this set with like a Ho-Oh and stuff. This card messed me up. Charmander. I used to do a little bit of playing the Pokemon trading card game, but I don't think it's all that good of a game. Can I say that? Ooh, Reverse Holo Kiawe. And Araquanid. Nothing of value there. Just throw this in a little bulk stack. Maybe I'll toss it in. I have a couple lots on eBay right now of like 1,000 bulk cards. Maybe I'll just throw it in with those to give them a nice little surprise. Magic Johnson is a Laker. Irving Johnson on the Lakers. Whoops. Everyone's getting mad at me for not knowing Magic Johnson's name. You should do a live where you get your PSA return back. I'm going to do something with that. I don't know if it'll be a live or a TikTok or like what I'm going to do. It's like I definitely want to get that reaction recorded. I don't think I can make a full video about it, you know? So we'll see. Any Kobe cards? Is Kobe in here? I don't know. How do I connect my bank account to buy super chats? That one's beyond me. I'm sorry. I know the super chat button is like down below. It's like the little money sign, but you know, nobody is obligated to do anything super chat wise. I'm all about the free value. All right, so we'll do the pack trick on these. 1, 2, 3. Pokemon cards are worth something. Yeah, they are worth something. All right, we've got Wick, Escape Rope, another Bouffalant, I Don't Like You, Sandy Gas, Rhydon. Sorry, the camera isn't exactly focusing because I put it on like a fixed kind of a plane. Looking to get into, sorry, I shouldn't read that yet. We're in the middle of a pack. Caterpie, Morolo. We've got the reverse Deancey, and finally, I knew that's what was going to happen. I tried to avoid it. I couldn't do it. I didn't pick the right packs. Once we finish this box, maybe I'll just do another pack. Just do another pack. Another question. Looking to get into GameStop and Amazon online arbitrage, was wondering what sales rank do you prefer when considering what games to buy? I prefer under 40K, and I'm willing to lower my margins relative to how low it goes. Really like under 15 or 10,000. But yeah, I don't buy much that's above 40,000, because at that point you're getting into territory. If it only sells like once or twice a month, and you know, that's just not the velocity that I like to see. Got Michael Holton on the Hornets. Okay, so we're looking for Lakers. We're looking for Irving Johnson, aka Magic Johnson, on the Lakers, because apparently he's worth something also, question mark. Have you been to Eau Claire? Eclair? I've eaten an eclair before. Never been to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Hey, Cincy Game Hunting is here. Getting here late. What did you miss? Right now, I'm opening up a whole bunch of 89 to 90 NBA hoops looking for Michael Jordan. You missed me actually completely passing one up in the chat, yelling at me that I was an idiot. And I had to go back through my whole stack and find him. So this, where'd he go? Jordan. He's buried somewhere in this rubble. And I actually never really took a close look. It looks like the centering on this is pretty good. So this is the only one that we've gotten so far. We're looking for Jordans in this box. If this comes back PSA 10, it's worth like 85 bucks, someone said. So not too shabby. That's more than I would have gotten for both of these boxes combined. And I have like a lot more packs to open. I don't know if I'm not going to be able to do it all on this stream. I'm probably only going to open up these remaining packs and maybe one more Pokemon, because I just kind of want to. Because I didn't expect to go this long, honestly. Yeah, no Kobe in this set. Okay, here we go. Glenn Rivers. People are saying they want one more pack. Which I will probably have to. I mean, I've said it now. I can't just not do it, right? I've got to. When you receive a disc-only used game from GameStop, what condition do you put it in when listing on Amazon? No problem. I'm totally fine with newbie questions. I asked all kinds of those when I was just starting out. I listed as acceptable all the time. If it doesn't have both, I'll never do very good condition unless it has both the case and manual. If it's missing the manual, then I'll do good condition. And if it's missing both, acceptable. And I'll always note that very clearly in the description. The principle that I always follow anytime something is kind of on the line, I'm not really sure, grade it down. Under promise and over deliver. Feedback is too important. Nothing there. I did not open up any of the Fleer baseballs. Still have a few of those, but I'm just going to sell those as boxes. PSA 10, not that easy to get, though. Yeah, that's very true. I do like the fact that this is pack fresh, and the centering to me looks good. That's why I'm somewhat optimistic. You guys who know cards a little bit better can let me know. I don't see any lines on it either. Like, this seems like a really nice card. I don't know anything about it, but I think it's worth the shot. That's the wrong Laker. Bullets next, but nothing in this one. Champion's Path and Hidden Fates is a great investment and money to be made along with video games, new clearance priced games. Very true. Everybody's gobbling up those Hidden Fates and Champion's Path super fast. We've got Karl Malone. I know for a fact he was in my NBA Jam game. Karl Malone. I remember that. If you find Larry Bird card, he's worth a... Is he really worth $100? Because I passed up multiple Larry Birds for sure. I was under the impression that MJ was really the only noteworthy card from this set. If the corners are all perfect, then grade it for sure, he says. The corners. Corners look nice. I don't know what I'm really looking for, but yeah, they look good. Last pack. Any last pack magic folks out there? Last pack Magic Johnson. Hey, Scottie Pippen. Is he worth anything? Not quite as good of centering on that one, looks like. Allen, Cram, Bill Jones. I'm reading all of these backwards, folks. So I haven't found any like just solid Bulls Jordans yet, but maybe in the next box. That's it for this box. That's it for the NBA Hoops basketball cards. I don't know if I'll do another one of those on stream again. What do you guys think? Was it kind of boring? Hey, Retro Repair Kid figured it out. Help me improve my vids on YouTube. I will do my best. Check your channel out afterwards. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate anything and everything. And to round the day off, folks, we are going to open up one more Mars Shadow Art, Burning Shadows, Sun and Moon booster pack. Going for that shiny Charizard. Come on. What's up, Beast Slayer? Alrighty. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, we've got Rodham Dex. Potown. Come on, Charizard. What is that? Weakness Policy. Pull a secret rare. That's what I want. What's up, Enashi? Almost done here today. Sandy Gast. Rhyhorn. That like little knitted Meryl. Caterpie the reverse. Whirlipede. And the final card of the day. Boo! Passimian regular rare. Trash. Trash. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for joining me for all of this opening and unboxing and all that stuff. If you haven't liked the video yet, definitely like it, although it's just a live video. I don't think it gets all that much exposure, but yeah, this is just really fun for me. Awesome to hang out with you guys a little bit and open up stuff, get some work done, answer some questions. I hope something that I said was helpful. And yeah, I'll probably be live again at some point in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the flip.